evil.
Hello family, my name is Chris, I am your home gamer dad, and welcome back to Resident Evil the board game, where we are exploring through the Bleak Outpost, which is one of the expansions for the games. Last time we went through Garden B, which was the first mission you would find within the Bleak Outpost expansion. We had Chris and Kenneth run around fighting off monsters and waiting for the water to drain, so this way we can get into this special area of the mansion. And again, God, I love this game so much, and that was a huge, awesome narrative run right there, because it happened on the spot with Barry coming in and protecting us and distracting the monsters. This way we can all get in, and it's like everyone is here helping out and doing all kinds of things together. It is amazing how this works out. And now here we are, continuing on into the next area in order to be able to further see what lurks beneath the mansion in this part of it. And if any of you are familiar with the game at all, you'll know that by going into this part, there are some really interesting areas and some really nasty bosses. But for today, we got a puzzle to solve. So with that said, let's pick up the book, read about where our story is going to lead our heroes today, see about our objectives, special rules, and any other things that will be trying to kill us throughout this mission as we explore Guardhouse A. The wind howls outside, a thin draft running under the door and into your frame like a stiletto blade. Despite the warm coloring of your surroundings, there is no heat here, only panels covered in a thin layer of dust, cold from so many days without any source of heat. Any hopes of respite quickly fade. Behind doors ahead of you, you can hear stumbling footsteps, the undead already stirring by the evening's dismal weather. They growl and snarl as they sense the presence of intruders, sending a chill down your spine. No matter, somewhere in the area ahead lies a clue to what happened here. Time to begin the search. Objectives. In this scenario, the characters must explore the guardhouse. If each character is in the same square as the exit token, the players can choose to successfully complete the scenario at any time. If there are any enemies in their square when the scenario is completed, skip step 6 during the end phase. Special rules. Setting the sequence. A character in the same square as the puzzle locked door can spend an action to set the sequence required to unlock the door. When the sequence is set, shuffle the Mooncrest, Starcrest, and Windcrest puzzle cards, then deal them face down in a row on the puzzle track from left to right. Inputting the sequence. Once the sequence has been set, a character in the same square as a crest token can spend an action to flip the matching puzzle card face down, if the card is the leftmost face-up card on the track. When each puzzle card has been placed face down, discard the puzzle locked door card. There is a narrative event that I will be reading later, so right now let's head on over to card decks. Nothing new is added to the A deck, and the item B deck consists of an old key, incendiary rounds, and a kerosene container. Adding to the tension deck, shuffle the 3 number 17 tension cards into the tension deck at the start of this scenario. There are 4 exploration cards, and after completing the scenario, search the tension deck for the number 15 card and remove it from the game. Add the Aqua Ring A scenario card to the map. So it's weirdly written in the book, at least when you first read through it, you're like, what are you talking about? Ideally, what it is, the first step you want to do in order to solve everything and get out of here is you need to take one of your characters and get them to this spot right here. Once they're on the spot, ideally what they're doing is they're looking at the door and they're seeing what order the crests are in, and then they have to go back through the different areas here in order to touch them, in order to trigger them. So like, I'll show more once we get over to the side camera, but if you put all of the cards down and say the first one was the Mooncrest, you would then take your character all the way up over here to the moon spot right there, use an action, and you would actually remove the card that's a moon from that sequence, so long as it was the furthest left card. So you have to go left to right. You're shuffling them, putting them left to right, so it's going to be somewhat different every time you play, but you do have to hunt down the rest of these little crests here. There is an open door right here, an open door right here, and a simple lock door right here. This is where you're going to find your narrative token that I will cover a little bit later. We need to get in here in order to be able to complete the scenario. All right, our characters are over here, ready to go. I pretty much just gave Barry weaponry right now. I'm going to have him kind of run around and collect some items on the map. Rebecca over here, she is going to actually head towards an item box that I think will be able to help her out as well. Basically, the idea between this is you definitely want to grab all of the B items. As you saw there was three B items throughout this. The kerosene container is kind of like a whatever. I'd rather pull that near the end just so I can have an idea where it is in case I need to refill Barry and Rebecca again. But the incendiary grenades, as you can see over here to the side as I'm putting there, is actually a new type of ammunition for the grenade launcher, only found, I believe, here within the Bleak Outpost expansion. You won't be able to find them. There might be something similar to that in the director's cut or something like that with the other expansion, but here in the Bleak Outpost, that you'll be able to get. The way that that works is that it replaces whatever the attack value is for your grenade launcher for those shots. You can, unless you had more incendiary rounds, you would never be able to get back more incendiary grenades. So once you load them in, that's it until you fire them all. So they're kind of like a rarity to use. I'll probably definitely hold on to them for the end. I need that small key in order to get to that other area. And now what we need to do is explain this a little bit better. So again, as it mentioned, you're going to be grabbing these three cards. You're going to have your moon, your star, and your wind. And within the other areas of the map, you're going to find the other two crests. We know where the moon crest is. We got to figure out where the wind and the star crests are. Basically what you're doing is somebody lands on that puzzle's block square, uses an action, they shuffle these like this, and I'm just doing this as an example. This isn't going to be it. And then you lay them down left to right. I'm only doing it like this just for space reasons or whatever. And then you flip them over. So you're basically laying them down this way. And this is showing you the sequence in which you're going to be hitting each one of these crests. Now, it should be next to each other like that. Again, this is just for space-wise. It's like this. So I would then need to hunt down the moon crest. Get in that spot, use an action to flip this over. Click, lock, undone. Find the star crest. Find that, use an action, click, lock, undone. Find the wind crest, use an action, click, lock, undone. Puzzle locked has now been opened. Boom, we can now get to that section of the map. That is how this works. And you're going to see me do that with the characters. Definitely, these puzzles are always a lot easier to do with two characters as opposed to one, because there's a lot of back and forth and running around like that. But hey, with these two, we'll be all right. I was going to have Barry go first, so I chose Barry. I chose Barry because he did so well in the last episode that I just couldn't leave him behind. Again, this is Advanced Barry, so once per turn, when Barry kills an enemy with an attack, he can choose a tension card from the discard pile, shuffle it back into the deck. You get a lot of green cards back in that way. And then once per turn, when Barry moves into the same square as another model, that would be friend or enemy, he can resolve a push against that model, which is very nice. I gave him the handgun and the flamethrower to start off with. Again, maybe I should have given him something else, but I think he'll be okay with these two items. And then we'll put Barry on the board in a moment. And I did mention bringing back Rebecca for this particular run, and I'm glad that I did. I think it makes, it makes a pretty decent amount of sense that she's going to be there. A lot of curious on how the guardhouse is, checking out some medical supplies from the new area to see what she can bring back for all the other members. And yeah, I think this works out pretty well. She's actually going to be my first player. That's why I have these here as on the one side. I wanted, like I said, I wanted Barry to go first, but I think Rebecca goes better in the first spot. She's a field medic once per turn. Rebecca can use a healing item without spending an action, so it's a free use of her herbs or first aid sprays. And then special training, when Rebecca uses a healing item, the heal character is healed an additional level, which is fantastic. I gave her green, and then she has the shotgun, grenade launcher, and I gave her a lighter for right now as well, because again, she's going to be near where I have her starting. I'm going to have her use her lighter. She does have 4 kerosene on her, which is fine. Yeah, I think this will work out the best for the entire team. So player 1 is actually starting over here. Player 2 starts over here. Remember, if you're playing a 3-player game, player 1 and 3 would start here. 4-player game is 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. And that's pretty much your starting positions for these. Anything you see that has this like little black line here, ignore them. That is not in the booklet. I put these like barriers here that show where there's supposed to be those dividers. Based off the booklet. And finally, this is a Crimson Head right here. Again, I hate the fact that it's not a new image in the book. It's just a redder version of a zombie, but this is a Crimson Head right here that Rebecca is going to need to handle on her first turn, which, speaking of which, we have 4 actions to deal with. Action number 1, let her just go ahead and use one of her kerosene. I'm just going to remove that from the board right now in order to get rid of this corpse right there. I'd rather just make sure they are not here. And then action number 2, we're going to move up. This Crimson Head is connected to me. We got ourselves a pillar right here. So he's actually going to move forward. And then we're going to immediately just take our next 2 actions and do what we can to blow this guy away. Crimson's Heads have 2 health. Rebecca has 2 more actions. So let's see how many shotgun shells it can take to take that guy down. Shotgun number 1. Oh, nope. Don't even have to worry about it because that is enough. Each one of those from the shotgun does a damage. Boom goes the Crimson Head in 1 move. I mean, all I need is line of sight in order to take this guy out, and boom, a long-range spray, sends the Crimson Head away. They'll be back. So we burn for 1, move for 2, shot for 3, move 1 more for 4, and that is going to end Rebecca's turn. We go ahead and draw. Reanimate. Oh, geez. Locate the corpse closest to the active character. Glad I burned it. Remove the corpse and respawn it with a zombie. Got ourselves a corpse right here, and boom, a zombie has risen. Now, I'm probably going to have Rebecca go into this room first because, again, we need to be able to grab these B items as soon as we can. Whatever it is, if it's like the small key, I may come out here and just unlock this. If it's the incendiary grenades, then I'll just throw them right into the, the box right here, just so this is an item box for everyone that's curious. I'll just leave it like this just to show. And then, of course, I'll take care of the zombie as we come along and then do from there. However, Barry's turn, and Barry is looking down the line of 2 dogs right now. I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn over here. We're going to take 3 pistol ammo. We're going to shoot at this zombie dog right here, this Cerberus, because doing that would cause this Cerberus to move 2 in, thus opening up for Barry to turn and use the flamethrower in order to take him out that way. Yeah, so we'll kind of sparse out his ammunition a little bit. Flamethrower to the left, flame to the left, bullets to the right. Let's go shoot him. All right, we got 3 bullets right now going for the first Cerberus dog, and we got a push out of it, so that knocks him backwards. So that was action number 1. The other dog has then moved up on us, so why don't we just go ahead and turn immediately to our side in order to burn the other one. Yes, okay, so that's good. So that'll do a burn on the other dog. Action number 3, let's just fire 3 more times. Come on. Yes. Okay, good. All right, so there's 3 actions, but we ended up doing that. Perfect. Walking through it, very good. Pop, pop, pop. 3 shots firing off, knocking that dog back 1. This dog comes up on him right here. Barry turns really quickly from the other side of his body, whips out a flamethrower, ignites the dog, sending it back to wherever it came from, Hades. This guy moves forward from the reaction. Barry then turns back 1 more time, sidearm, or I don't know, it's sidearm or a quick shot, but bang, 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 fire, fire, fire. Boom goes that dog as well. Clearing out the enemies, clearing out the threats, moving 1 forward in order to be able to get to the puzzle locks. I'm going to have Barry move up over here, activate the puzzle to see what it is, and then come back and meet up with Rebecca. And I'm not going to activate Barry's ability. When Barry kills Barry, he can choose a texture. Yeah, I don't really want to put reanimate back in there because, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Give me 1 moment. I do that because the way I play it is that if I draw something and can't fully resolve it, then I say, that's it. That's it. It's an unresolved card. I don't go back and continue to draw because I have done my diligence to rid the area of enemies. I'm not going to self-sabotage myself otherwise. And we drew an all clear anyway. So that's how it works. That's how we play it. That's how we're going. We haven't drawn any encounters yet, but we will. Right now, it's definitely going to be that encounter. Rebecca's going to go 1. She's going to open for 2. Oh, man. Do I really want to step in? Because where are my stuff? Not there. It's right in front of me, right on me. And on the here. So if anything, something would spawn right here. This guy would have to probably move forward. So I move for 1. I open for 2. I go 3, 4 and have him move up on me and then take him out next turn. But no, it still wouldn't matter anyway. Okay, no. We'll just walk on in for 3. So we moved in for 3. We're on a biohazard symbol right here. And we have 2 pulls that we have to do from the encounter deck. All right. First one being, oh God, a web spinner. Great. So we spawn a web spinner first, which is a spider. And we spawn crows if this card is drawn. Okay, it doesn't matter. So we have crows and a spider in that spot. All right, so a spider pops in right there, and there are crows on our spots right there, which is terrible. What I am going to do is we are just going to kind of get out of here. I'm going to move backwards out of this door. I need a small dodge, which I got the medium dodge, which is fine. That was a bullet, didn't really matter. So I have now, for my fourth action, moved out of the way of the crows because they would attack me. They don't move, but if I was on their spot, they would attack me. The spider, however, is going to move itself forward, I think, on Rebecca's next turn, because now we're in the enemy reaction phase. So enemy react. Let me just turn this door this way just to make it a little easier. The spider moves forward 2 spaces, so it heard me, and it's coming. The crows are on the same space as well, and Mr. Zombie lurch forward 1. Okay, so I think on Rebecca's next turn, she's going to unload some grenade launchers into this spot and try to get rid of all that. He'll come in on me, but I'll be able to deal with him, no problem. Pending this isn't a bad thing. Oh, God, the new thing, Bee Swarm. The active character must move 2 squares away from their current square. This is new. This is one of the new ones that were added in. Great. This movement ignores restrictions from enemies. If the character does not move into, onto a different tile, they must pass 2 medium evade rolls. Oh, jeez. All right, that's fine. Fine. So she's got to move 2 in order to not do those rolls. So we're actually going to go 1, 2. It said I can do any way I want in any direction, so that's fine. We'd move over that way. All restrictions and everything, that's fine, because I can still go 1, 2 moving back and then start unloading my grenade launcher. I just would lose 2 turns on her round anyway, but it is what it is. Barry is going to go 1, 2, and like Rebecca, 3 right into here for a single enemy draw. Just open up a door or something, or like spawn a zombie maybe? After resolving all spawn entries on cards drawn, blah, 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 each enemy on this tile linked to the tile performs a reaction. Oh, perfect. It's fantastic. Corpses do not count as enemies. They count as obstacles, so that is nothing. I have no other linked tiles. Perfect, fantastic. Nothing happens. Fourth action, yeah, we'll do 1, and then next turn, that's 4, so then it'll be pick up for 1, 2, 3, and then use an action to set the puzzle next turn. Yeah, that's, you know what? No. I'm going to go right here. Because if that guy turns into a zombie, then Barry can actually kind of back himself out a little bit and stop, get a better range and get out of here faster if that guy turns into a zombie. Plus, I want to set this puzzle as soon as possible. Barry draws Deadly Rasp. Oh, goodness. We're not in the skull, so that's fine. It's just draw an encounter card. Spawn 2 zombies! That's, yeah, the guy didn't move where I needed to move. So now the other, like, biohazard symbol is right here with Barry. I believe both of these zombies would spawn right here on this one. Because they don't spawn on the spot that you're in, but they are together. This is going to be a pain in the butt anyway. Thank goodness that Barry has the flamethrower in order to take care of these guys. But yeah, that's going to be a problem for him next turn. Over to Rebecca. Which, by the way, I do have my little home gamer dad button right here. The token that my buddy Paul made me, to kind of distinguish whose turn it is, should I need it. I should have been bouncing this back and forth, but, you know, whatever. It is Rebecca's turn right now. Okay. 1, 2, and now we're going to go ahead and start lobbing grenades into here. Now, the basic grenade launcher itself, I'm going to roll 1 red die. Anything does splash damage, and at least one thing will be able to kill the crows. I'm really hoping to be able to get the bullets on it, because then I can kill the, the spider in one shot. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's that. The crows are dead, so that's fine. The spider has taken 2 damage, which has 3 health, so I still need 1 more. Let's go ahead and fire a shotgun at it. There we go. All right, perfect. So that is 1 shot to the, the web spinner that's facing me right there. All right, as always, for playing this out, grenade launcher blows up the entire thing. Crows go explode. Explode the crows. The web spinner takes 2 damage. This guy's like, I hear something. And then Rebecca once again fires off another grenade launcher, blasting away the spider from the ground. I'm sorry, that was a shotgun. The second thing was a shotgun. The zombie then also hears another round. Now, the problem is I went 1, 2, 3, 4. It's now the enemy reaction phase. He is right up on Rebecca's space right now because I believe... Nope, I'm sorry. He actually attacks me from that spot because this symbol right here will trigger his second ability, which is a range of 1. He's going to try to do 1 damage to me. He would do 1 damage to the entire space if there was more, allies in that space. Okay, this might actually work out well because he's going to try to attack me. I do have the ability to dodge it, and I do, so it's a medium dodge. I don't get any pushes or anything because he's not in my square, but I do dodge the attack that he would have done on me, so that's fine. All right, he's there. I'm going to have to get around him at some point, but we'll worry about that on Rebecca's next turn. Let's draw right now for Rebecca's turn, and all clear. Barry's first thing he's going to do is he's going to set this. So we're going to go ahead and just, again, do it right now. I'm going to shuffle these up, and then, you know what I'm actually going to do? I thought of something else. I'm just going to shuffle these, and I'm going to turn this upside down. So we're going to shuffle, 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 and we're going to turn it upside down. And I'm going to do this. So now I know what my sequence is. It's wind, star, moon. So I'm just going to go backwards like that. Once I hit the wind crest, because I may need to put stuff here for the tension phase. Once I do the wind crest, I can remove it. Once I do the star crest, I'll remove it. Once I do the moon crest, I remove it. We've completed the puzzle. So that is the way that I'm going to do it. I may even just do it a little bit more just so you guys can see it a little bit better. Second action, Barry is going to move over here, and then he's going to turn to both of these zombies and light them up. Flamethrower hits the entire square that it's in for 1 damage, and pretty much any damage dealing roll will deal damage. That's all I need. I just need 1 shot, and burn, 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 all the zombies go. Ah, burn, 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 you undead scum! Ah, and both are taken away in a flurry of fire from our friend Barry. 1, 2, 3, 4 ends his turn on A. We will pick that up at the beginning of his next turn. I really should reload this flamethrower at some point, but we'll get to that in a moment. All clear, which, by the way, actually, before I even draw that, I killed 2 enemies. Once per turn. So I can only do it once. So I'm going to take this all clear. Hold on. If Barry can just consistently defeat enemies every turn, the all clears will be there while everything else gets pulled out. Ugh. Fevered Assault. During the next player's turn, increase movement by 1. I'm going to leave this over here for right now. We're going to put this, I'll put this right here on top of Rebecca just so I know, but then it'll be in the discard pile afterwards. So that zombie that's in her spot, I might catch up with her. I really want to get rid of this guy, but I think for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. So Rebecca's just going to go 1, 2, pick up for 3. He's going to walk right into here with her. You know what? No, I'm going to do that. Pick up for 3. So we're going to pick up this B item. Don't be the kerosene. Please don't be the kerosene. Of course it's the kerosene. Why wouldn't it be the kerosene? How much goes in here? 3 kerosene tokens on that spot. Oh, man. All right, so she gets all 3 kerosenes right here. I was actually really hoping for something else, to be honest with you, but that is what it is. I do have another, you know what? I do have 1 more action. I will use that just to pick up 1 of these in order to refill her kerosene to full, which is fine. End of turn, zombie moves 2 spaces because of that tension card. That's going to be really useful because I'm going to have Rebecca kind of like deke past him next turn and lock him in that room. We'll come back and deal with him later. Maybe Barry will come in, use the flamethrower on him, replenish, and then go from there, depending how much time we have. All clear. More time than I think we'll be all right with. In theory. This could go really bad, really fast. Action number 1, Barry picks up the A item he is standing on, which happens to be... Oh, yes! Grenade rounds! He doesn't need them, but Rebecca surely will. Increase the dial by 4. Grenade rounds go up to 6, so I can start using them a little bit more freely now in order to be able to destroy. Maybe I'll use that. Maybe I'll just blow away that zombie for the heck of it. So Barry gets those. That's good. So we pick that up. That can go away. Love it, love it, love it. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, making his way back down over this way. I think Barry's going to go into this room first in order to be able just to... Well, I can't trigger the moon crest. So maybe on his way down, Barry will open up this door just to see what it is. And then once Rebecca's done doing whatever she's doing over there, maybe she'll go up top and she'll go on the bottom. I don't know. I hate moving the map up and down so much for the camera, but we'll figure it out. No enemies killed, so nothing else happens. All clear. Now, the problem is we also have the That was Rebecca. Yeah, actually, no, that zombie didn't react. Right, that zombie did not react because it wasn't in a link tile from Rebecca. However, once Rebecca goes, she has to kill that zombie or get away from it, or else it's going to do a major attack against her. Not so much a major attack, but a ranged attack. Kind of the same thing as was. I'm getting a lot of those early on. I'm going to do what I said before. We're going to go 1. We're going to roll. We're going to do a little evade. Hallelujah. So for 2, for 3, we're going to slam the door. And for 4, we're going to go right here. So now there are no linked enemies whatsoever anywhere around us. And we can just kind of mosey our way around. Next. Sinister Hiss. Place this card next to the active character's tile. It remains in play for the rest of the scenario. Each time a character ends their turn on this tile, add a wound token to the card. If a third wound token is added to this card, each character on this tile must pass a small evade. Oh, goodness. After each character is rolled, discard. Oh, so it's the tile I'm on. All right. All right, so this is going to go right here. Place this card next to it's on this tile. I will have to go this way one last time at some point. Ends their turn on this tile. So a wound tile, no, it does. It does, because it's still, technically this is an entire turn. The turn has ended, so a wound tile does get added to this card. Once a third has been done, everyone, okay, that's fine. So the card pretty much stays on there. It's just now possibly every 3 turns or so. Got to be careful of the snakes that are hidden within the guardhouse. Ooh, that is card 15, by the way. That is the one that's going to get removed from the deck once we finish this scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, right outside the door. What does Barry get? He gets a bee swarm as well. So, dang it. I have to move 2 squares away, and then I have to do this roll. So 2 medium evades. Man, he's going to get hit. 1, 2. Well, would it work this? Well, I have to move 2 away. 1, 2. Can I move here? I can't move any further. I'd say this is probably where it forces me to move because it's the most away that I have to. It's like the bees are coming from here at me. So he has to run that way. So now I have to make 2 medium evade rolls. That's a large evade. So that's 1. Sweet. Number 2. Oh, he got those bees come in and sting Barry. Ouch. All right, but at least that's only 1 thing. And Barry's next turn, he'll be able to like get to that door and get in. And Rebecca can always come and heal him. Speaking of which, 1, 2. We're going to kick this open for 3. And I will not be going into it. I will just kind of, do I want to do anything else with her? No, we're just going to call it. So we're going to just use 3 actions for that turn to go. I know I have shotgun shells in the box, which I can go back in there, fight that zombie and do whatever. That zombie doesn't react now because he is locked in that room. So we'll figure that out as we go along. Treacherous Footing. Oh, man. Place this card next to the active character's tile. Remains in play for the rest of the game. Begins their turn. Only make 3 actions. Well, this is technically out of the game. Technically, this makes sense because this is like a central hub area. You're kind of bouncing back and forth between all these. The snakes are here and everything. So I bet you this room is like falling apart. And that's why you can only take 3 actions if you begin your turn on this tile. Man, oh man, oh man. 1, 2, 3, and I will not move forward for 4. Do I really want Rebecca to be where she is? I'm kind of debating. Do I want to go here, open the door, and go here? Do I just waste another turn with Barry? Yeah, we'll have lots of fun exploration on the next round of things. Supply Cache. Place this card next to the attention deck with fine wound tokens on it. Each time the enemy is killed or corpse is discarded by using kerosene token, discard a token. Then each character draws a card from the A deck. If the character's inventory is full, place it in the box. So the way that I've seen this kind of work as well is that everyone draws, and if it's a kerosene lighter or a kerosene tank, then they can refill up to, I believe, people. I've seen homebrews of like people are allowed to refill up to 2 spots on their things if it's open. So that's kind of one thing I'm working with it. If I happen to draw any kerosene from here, but then those are out of the A deck for the remainder of the scenario. Each time an enemy is killed. All right, so that's just going to chill there then. All right, Rebecca, you only get 3 actions, so let's see if we can make them count. We have a biohazard here, which she's going to walk onto, and then, of course, on the A. So, right here, and we draw 2 encounter cards. Encounter number 1 is another web spinner. My God, why is she finding all of these spiders? Number 2, Ignore the effects of any other encounter card draw. Oh, places. Oh, I made a safe room. No spider. No spider. Okay, finally, something good that's happening. I'm actually just going to flip this over to make it a little easier. I'm going to put this little star right here just to kind of show this is my safe room. No matter what I draw, no matter what I grab from here, I can't encounter anything within this room. Probably a good thing at this point. So I walked in for 1, 2, and 3. I can't push this yet because I don't know where the wind crest is. So probably a good idea of Rebecca going up to see what's up here and Barry going down to see what's down there. Let's flip a tension card right here, get an all clear, snap of the cards, Barry's turn. And as we know, he is right here on the bottom. Action number 1, walks in and we populate, what is this one? This is exploration card number 2. Actually, number 2 is down here. Interesting. All right, this spawns a single tile on the field. As you can see right there is one of those P-shaped tiles with a little bit of a wall right there. We found ourselves the star crest, which doesn't help right now because I got to find the wind crest. I'm guessing that's where Rebecca is going to find once she moves upwards because it's the only other door we have access to. And then, of course, another B item. So we're definitely have to grab that B item, defeat whatever enemies are in here, and then just wait until Rebecca pushes the wind crest because then Barry can push the star crest and get out of here. I know they try their hardest finding tiles with like the right like wall lines on them, quote unquote, but really they're so annoying to have to flip through and try to find the exact ones you need for the wall that goes here. So I like just having the 3D walls that you get with the terrain tiles and things along that ways. But with Barry moving in for 1, we are going to go ahead and do a double pull right now. We have a biohazard symbol right here, and I believe it's on the B item. Yep, so let's see what we get for 2 pulls. No more safe rooms, but that's okay. Hopefully we'll be able to figure something out. Spawning 1 zombie, easily taken care of. Locate the closest tile to the active character that contains 1 or more enemies and at least 1 non-locked door. Okay, actually that door between Barry and Rebecca now pops open. Because this is technically the closest enemy to them. This is over here. I don't really care about that right now because no one's going to be ending their turn here for a while. So the closest thing is this. Poof, that pops open. Now, technically then that a lot of this is now linked because of all these open doors, but we'll be okay. This zombie is going to actually spawn right here. I want him right in front of Barry because Barry is going to immediately ignite this guy with the flamethrower. 4 shots left in the flamethrower. Probably going to have to use a kerosene token in order to replenish it. And a double barbecue blast from Barry. Scorching away that zombie in front of Barry, knocking him out. Does not leave a corpse behind, which is great. 1, fire for 2, 3, and 4, moving into the room. So we are down to 4 here. We do get put one of these on the supply cache. Do I want to actually do that? Yeah, because then I can go 1, 2, 3, and pick up the B item for 4. On Barry's next turn. That should be fine. Before I do any of that, I'm going to shuffle this all clear back into here. All right, that's in there now, and we draw the all clear. I don't know if it's the one I put in, but all the better. Yeah, so we're going to do that. It is Rebecca's turn once again. This is at 8. It's moving. These dials don't stay around for very well. All right, so Rebecca's going to go 1, pick up for 2, 3, and 4 in order to open that door and populate that area at the beginning of her next turn. Or whatever, the turn after this one. So we're going to flip this over and we have a kerosene container, whatever. So I'm just going to put those 3 kerosene things on that spot. They'll be there. Maybe Barry will run in a little bit later, or if Rebecca needs to do something with the kerosene, she'll be able to do it. But that's going to be the end of her turn. Let's flip a tension card for an all clear. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3 kerosene right there. We got 2 over here. There's a lot of kerosene just like on the map that our characters should be able to find as they go around places. So Barry, 1, 2, 3, picking up B for 4. Let's see what he gets. It's going to be the incendiary grenades. You watch. Because Barry's the one that's grabbing all the grenades, apparently. I knew it. He grabbed the incendiary grenades. Oh, my goodness. All right, so he's going to take that, put that into his inventory. Just to show you how this works, the incendiary grenades would actually literally go over like this and cover over the bottom part of the grenade right there in order to not only give you, I think the stats are the same. No, the actual, the critical shot actually does 2 damage that time instead of 1. Because I don't understand why the regular only does 1. But it also has, reset the character's grenade launcher. It also has, the headshot capability. So, it explodes and kill. So I guess these things leave if you shoot a zombie with a grenade launcher, it just dies. I haven't done that, so I guess I'm glad I didn't do that. This has the headshot capability because it burns the zombie. All right, so that's something I never really noticed. I never used a grenade launcher against a zombie. Maybe I did, but I'm pretty sure I never did before. But the incendiary rounds will decapitate them and get them off the field. So anyway, that's going to end Barry's turn. No escape. Open the closest non-locked door to this character. All right. Uh-oh, that's you, actually. It's the only real, like, you're locked. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. Well, no, I would have to technically go up and around here. I will count that as all additional squares because, like, you would have to move them. So, yeah, I would say this pops open. And now Mr. Zombie here is free to escape as he wishes. May not be the worst idea. Get him out and around, and maybe Barry can just come by and beat him really quickly. Becca, 1. And in for 2, exploration card number 1. Oh boy, maybe, just maybe, it was a bad idea sending Rebecca up here as opposed to Barry, who I would feel more comfortable with the flamethrower taking on a bunch of things. Rebecca's going to have to eventually draw 6 encounter cards. That's how math works. With Lisa possibly being one of those that she draws. It most likely will be because, you know, that's how it works. At least I know that once I finish up here, I'll never have to come back again. Push that wind crest, grab that B item, and shut the door behind me. Those two, those 2 other pillars are not going to be, they're not going to do me very well. That would be these. Again, they're not doors. They're just archways or whatever that I have to deal with. So we opened for 1. We moved in for 2. We do have to draw this, and we have 2 more actions in order to figure out what we're going to do about this. Okay, first draw, which is only 1 right now, is a Cerberus. All right, she can deal with that. Roof puppy right there, right next to her. She's going to turn and just blast it with the shotgun right now. Petite girl like Rebecca firing off a huge shotgun at a dog. Boom! Blasts it into next week. We're now down to 2 shots in the shotgun shell. Bang! It is gone. Oh boy. Bye, puppy. Bye. The good thing is that there are shotgun shells in the, item box. And hopefully we'll be able to get something from the A item deck soon. So I'm just going to move 1 for her final action. That is going to be the end of that. All right, so we'll pop this right on here, which is good. She's moved her 1, and that's it. Unfolding events. Draw a narrative card. Then remove this card from the deck for the rest of this fairy. Ooh, we can go narrations. Let's do this. I would love to find more of my friends, especially right now as we're diving in. All right, what is this? This fell out. Commotion. Choose a character. That character, commotion, yeah. Shouting echoes from up ahead. Choose a character. That character can draw and resolve up to 5 cards. If 5 or more are the exploration, or a card within a symbol is drawn, draw a card from the survivor. Oh, yes. Place it in reserve. If a card with a symbol was not drawn and reveal card shows less than that. Okay, all right. So this is it. Okay, commotion. So basically, I'm going to be drawing cards from the encounter deck until there are 5 or more exploration-like symbols with little magnifying glasses on them, or 1 with the star symbol. If that happens, either 5 or more, or I reveal a star badge, then I can draw from the survivor deck and place it in reserve, giving it another character to play as. If a card with the star symbol was not drawn, or I have 5 and less, remove a survivor from the game. So either someone's going to be dead or alive. Who's going to find them? Brad. It's always Brad. Brad is always the one to do his best in order to find everybody. Let me get my my wound tokens. Hold on. Okay, so we got this. So we know we're going to be pulling from there. I do have these little tokens or these cards in here. So as he takes damage, I'll be putting them on him in order to represent that. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to draw. How many do we have to draw? I'm just rereading it really quickly. Draw and resolve up to 5 cards. So we need 5 cards. So first card. Okay, so that is just a magnifying glass. So that's 1 down. I need 4 more. Flip. Oh! discard this card without effect. I wish I had gotten this sooner, but there it is. That's it. That's a start. What is that other symbol next to that? It means draw an item from the item deck. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Brad is just finding all the things. So whoever he finds actually has this item with them, which happens to be shotgun shells. Okay, so they found shotgun shells. That is currently also in our inventory right now. I wish I could get to a box for Rebecca, but that's okay. But who found those items? All right, these are my survivors right here, all of our star members. Let's go ahead, give this a shuffle. I believe I should have shuffled this beforehand, but I just want to show you guys that it's shuffled now anyway. And we found Richard! We found Richard! Oh boy, it's going to be great as we go into the Aqua ring. Watch out! If another character on the same tile as Richard suffers damage, Richard can suffer the damage instead. The brightest star. If Richard becomes unconscious, roll a blue die. If an evade symbol is rolled, place him in an adjacent square and set his health to the danger marker to track to danger. Wow, he starts with a grenade, a pistol, and a first aid spray. That is great. So the first time I used him, I will have these items in my inventory, which is great. At least the grenade. Well, no, I won't. Will I? I forget what I did before. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I got to look back on my things, but that's all right. We got Richard. Richard's our newest member. He found us some shotgun shells. Brad, you amazing man, you. Thank you so much for all of that. All right, narrative event done. We finished that. That is the end of Rebecca's turn. It is technically Barry's turn. I'm actually just going to say he's done. He's going to wait there, and Rebecca's going to try to make a beeline for the wind crest. So Barry turns, smash asunder, place the closest non-locked door with an archway, then remove cards from this card from deck for scenario. Also spawn a zombie in one of the squares connecting the archway. Okay. Trying not to have to move everything, but that's all right. So that actually goes away, and archway is now right here. I'm going to spawn the zombie. We'll spawn the zombie right here. And then just because I forgot before, that was at the end of Barry. That's the end of Rebecca. This zombie is now lurching his way out and around. Yeah, that's Barry's turn. Rebecca, as I mentioned before, is just going to make a running dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make her way up all the way over here to try to get that wind crest as soon as she can. All right, so that's Rebecca. She's going to flip. Come on. Place this card next to the disease clause, by the way. Place this card next to the tension deck. Character is hit by an enemy while this is active. They suffer poison at the end of each character's turn. Discard a token. How many tokens are on this? 4. Okay. How much do I need in order to discard this one again? Place this card next to it with 5 wound tokens. Oh, I've been adding them. So once I get the 5, I'm fine. I'm doing it in the opposite order for the green one, only because it just works out better that way. So I'm just going to put 3 on here. 1, 2, 3. Because this is at the end of each character's turn this gets discarded. And it's now Rebecca's end of turn right now because she drew some disease clause. Fantastic. All right, so because she drew that, this guy, bloop, zips up 1 more. And because she's getting further away, he's going to now start working his way to Barry. This guy is going to move 1 as well because we are all connected now. Hooray. Barry is just going to go 1, 2, and he's going to wait right here because that's going to end his turn. You'll move forward and you'll fight next turn. Oh, everything is linked. No, he's just going to move right here. He'll just move 1. So he'll move there for 1. He'll move here for 1. Yeah, that's better because then at the end of Rebecca's turn, you'll move here and then Barry can kill you that turn. That's fine. That's fine. Famous last words, right? All clear for now, sure. So we can remove that from the disease claw. Rebecca, you're up. Man, I'm not going to like this at all. 1, 2, drawing 3. Oh, here we go. This is where I wish the safe room was. Considering I also draw some really good cards during that mission, but hey, we unlocked Richard. I guess that's fine. Cerberus, first one in. Snakes, second one in. And spawn a zombie, draw a tension card. So we do that, and we'll draw that in response. Whoops, is an all clear. So 1 Cerberus, 1 snake, and 1 zombie in this room of death. Fun. All right, what do we got? Right next to us. Yeah, all right, so Cerberus, snakes all the way up here, and a zombie right there. Now, the problem, again, is that all of this is linked. So all of these guys down here are listening for what's going on. I got like one action left. Man, what am I going to do? Am I going to just back out of this? Yeah, all right. So Rebecca's actually just going to back out of here. Oh, man, she's still going to take a hit. No, we're going to go right here. And we're going to use, I'm going to pump a grenade into this. I'm going to pump a grenade into them. I know it's not going to kill the zombie. It can turn him into a corpse, but I should be able to light it on the next turn. The snake will get on top of me. All those will move, but at least I should be able to get rid of those guys. It actually should trigger the supply cache too, so long as I defeat both of them. So I do that, which is 2 damage to a spot where I'm at, which is fine. Both of those enemies have 1 health. Fantastic. Okay, grenade is lobbed into here, and it explodes and booms, and both of these guys are taken out. Again, just based off of the way it's read, the zombie actually falls and becomes a corpse, which is never fun. Snake goes 1, 2, because they have a movement of 2. Let me just double check that. Yes, they're not exactly hard. I don't have to make an evade roll in order to get away from them. They're just going to be really annoying. However, down below here, yeah, let me just man, there's shifting tiles going on and everything. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and do this. This comes out. The disease clause is here. It's going to be the end of Rebecca's turn because everyone's moved and they haven't done anything, which is fine. Supply cache, it's killed. It's not once per turn, it's each time. So that's been cleared. Now, everybody draws. So Rebecca's going to draw first with a kerosene container, which does nothing. Barry's going to draw second. Barry, why do you have all the rounds on you? Holy jeez. Okay, well, that's the thing. At least I know that's a small key. And if I can grab that really quickly, then I can open that other door. Now, with these two, they each move 1 because of the firing of the weapon, and then the reaction phase is they each move up 1 as well. Now, this guy is directly in Barry's spot, which is not a fun thing to be, but I think he can take him out this turn. Okay, Rebecca's tension card. No escape. Open the closest non-locked door to you. They're all really locked, so fine, great. It just has that power, that bad thing on there. I've already taken that away for Rebecca. So now it's Barry's turn, and with that guy right in front of him, Barry's just going to ignite him with the flamethrower, like so. Can we do it right next to them? That'd be fun to do it right next to them. Yep, do it right next to them. So that little blue dice right there says that this zombie goes burn, 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 and away. That was just an out-of-sequence reaction. So this guy moves 1 here. The problem is at the end of Barry's turn, those snakes are going to attack Rebecca. Barry's going to use, do I want to use both actions? Yeah, let's use both actions. We'll go 1. It goes up. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we'll use both actions. 1, 2, to use both of those kerosenes to bring the flamethrower up to 9. So that's good. It's 1 away from full. And then he can try to find some kerosene a little bit later. I'm also going to have Barry take 1 move off of the Star Crest. No, I'm not. I change my mind. That's the end of Barry's turn. We're just going to stay down here for right now. This guy's going to move up 1, and then the snakes all the way up by Rebecca are going to try to attack her. She needs to make a medium evade in order to avoid being poisoned, and she did. That was absolutely amazing. I thought they were going to poison her, so, oh, that was close. Okay, end of Barry's turn. This can go. This is now done. None of that ever gets... This is the only thing that'll ever get reshuffled back into this pile. If I ever need to use a typewriter, which I don't think I will, but hey, you never know. Rebecca made the save, which is good. It is now, well, it's the end of Barry's turn, so he does have to draw. Locate the closest zombie to the active character and place an A item token. Okay, so that zombie that's coming in has an A item token underneath him, which is fun. I will do that in a moment. It is Rebecca's turn. Okay, so the way that this is going to be is that the snakes have an easily avoided ability to them, which I can ignore them during my movement. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move Rebecca up here for 1, so I'm out of the space with them. Second thing, she's going to turn over here, use her lighter that she still has, and she's going to use a kerosene token and burn this corpse out of here because I don't need this thing getting up to becoming a Crimson Head or any other zombie. 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to go ahead and push this, and that is the first of the 2 locks done. And then the snakes are going to go 1, 2, and jump on her space right there. That other zombie did move forward Barry, but now the Windcrest click has been done as you heard, so that can come off of there. What's nice is Barry is on the Star Crest, so we can get rid of that immediately. And then on her way, maybe Barry will just try to run up there and then hit the Moon Crest or something in the way. I'll have to figure that out either way. Still got to get that B item. Still got to move forward. Rebecca draws an all clear. Man, I just realized that I killed somebody with Barry last turn, and I should have been able to shuffle a card in. I didn't. Hands off the chess piece is what it is. We're going to use, we're going to knock over a wall, apparently, because we're so mad. One action to click this lock right here. So that means that's done. So that's 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to burn this zombie right here. It's in my way, so it goes whoosh, there it is. Yeah, up in a flame of flesh and yuck. Barry has used his last action to carefully burn this zombie away, leaving behind a precious A item. I'm also going to shuffle this all clear card back into the tension deck so we don't have to worry about missing out on that. And that is going to be the end of Barry's turn. Those snakes. Oh, those snakes. All right, I'm going to roll for Rebecca's evasion in a moment. This has been removed, so now we just have to activate the Moon Crest in order to unlock that door, which is great. Moving right along. Barry has his all clear. Now we're on to Rebecca, which, as I said, I'll just roll. Technically, this happened before Barry drew his all clear. Okay, Rebecca evaded it. Fantastic. I don't think she gets a push, but that's all right. I'm not too worried about it. The snakes are going to be on her regardless of anything. Let's go get that A item because I want it. 1, 2, pick up for 3, 4 for Rebecca. All right, she gets a green herb, so we'll plop that right down in there. Barry's actually took a hit. I don't know why that was over there, but maybe I'll use the green herb on him right like that. Right, so that is the end of Rebecca's turn. The snakes are on her. I've already moved them. They're on her space. She draws an all clear. Barry, I'm just going to do this here and move this fast. Move 1, pick up the A item for 2. He gets kerosene. So that means there's 3 kerosene. So for his third action, he's picking up 2 kerosene, refilling that, and his fourth action moves him in front of the, the pillar. Again, I'll roll for Rebecca's avoidance of the snakes in a moment. Cornered. Locate the closest tile to the active character where there's an enemy, but no character. Remove an enemy. Okay, well, I guess the snakes are coming down the Barry, so, oh boy. All right, so I'm just going to roll up here for Rebecca. I don't really want to move all of these tiles around for right now. She gets a medium evade. That's awesome because it's a medium base. So she does avoid the snakes. They're annoyed with her, and they're like, and they go all the way down, way off to the bottom right there in the space right before Barry. Barry will probably just avoid them regardless of anything. That is the end of Barry's turn. So now we're on to Rebecca. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next turn, she will whoosh, right in here and get the B item and get out of there. Like Rebecca has been dealing with, those snakes are literally on top of Barry right now. I moved the camera around to make it a little easier. But now we have Rebecca. Flickering lights. Place this card next to the active character's tile. Remains there if if a character on this tile makes a successful attack, reroll. They must roll. All right, so I'm in that L-shaped state. That shouldn't be so bad. I'm just going to plop this right over here. Once I'm done with this area, I'm never coming back here again. So that's fine. Just a kind of reminder that it's this spot. But again, I'll be all right. So that's the end of Rebecca. Barry, on the other hand, they moved on to him for Barry's turn. So he doesn't have to worry about doing anything else. What he's going to do is he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and shut this door for 4 because I don't really want to deal with these snakes right now. I will have to come back this way a little bit later. But for right now, I'd rather just be here and be on this spot. I don't have to go back to get any more kerosene, which is nice. So that saves me some trouble. I do want to hit this thing, but I also need the small key to get up there. I also would like to get Rebecca some grenade rounds, which would be great. Respite. Place this card next to the active character tile with 6 wounds. Oh, yeah. So as long as I'm in that spot, I don't have to draw tension cards for the next, how many is it? 6 wounds. Sweet. Fantastic. It's actually really good considering I only get 3 actions on this spot whenever I start my movement there. So, yeah. All right. Rebecca. 1, drawing 2. I think we're just going to beeline for that B item and get out of here. All right. Here we go. First is spawn a corpse. Place a yellow unexplored token on here. Fantastic. That's pretty much nothing. Give me another corpse. After resolving all spawn entries on this card, replace the closest corpse with a zombie. Oh, okay, so really I'm spawning a zombie and a yellow unexplored token. Yeah, so the token actually would probably go here to spread them out, and then this becomes a zombie. Oh, fun. And then we'll just put that right there. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, picking this up for 4, finally getting this key. As we knew exactly what it was, I have 1 more inventory slot left. Here we are. An old key unlocks doors with a simple lock. Boom. Now her inventory is full. Am I just going to leave that corpse there? I'm just going to leave that corpse there, and we're going to run. That's the end of her turn anyway. Zombie lurches like this, which is fine because I can still get around him next turn, even though everything is linked. Though it may just... You know what? No, I got an idea. All right. End of Rebecca's turn. All clear. Now, what Barry is going to do is he's going to go 1, 2, 3. 3 action, done. That is it. He doesn't have to draw a tension card because of respite in this area, and that zombie does not trigger. Fantastic. End of Barry's turn. He's just kind of chilling right there right now. Back up to Rebecca. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets away from that zombie as fast as she could. Zombie goes, moves in on her that way. She does have to draw a tension card, which is an all clear. All right, so with that case then, Barry is just going to wait there. He's now going to buy time. He doesn't have to draw through the tension deck so long as respite is active. So with that, Barry ends his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Rebecca. He'll move through the door right here. I'm actually just going to get rid of this because, again, I'm never coming back this way. Drawing that tension from Rebecca. All clear. Hooray! All right. Barry takes 1 more, and Rebecca goes 1, 2, 3, and with an action, clicks the moon tile, which means that up here, this puzzle lock door has been removed, and we were able to get to this part of the map. Not worried about that right now. I really want to open up the door first. All right, so we got this out of the way. So now the puzzle has been solved. Hooray, we solved puzzles. Good for us. Let's go ahead and flip this. Oh my God, glad we're getting all the all clears, but oh man. I think I forgot to close that door with Rebecca, so he's still moving his way along. Barry is going to open this door right here, so this way Rebecca can get through. Come on, Becky, let's go. We got to get out of here. And he's going to go 1, but he's not going to go 1 more because he'd rather not be, well, actually we'll go 1, 2 and get himself back down that way. So pop that off. That's fine. Rebecca, 1, 2, 3, 4. She has the simple lock, so she's going to come over here and undo that. Actually, I'm going to take one of each back. Actually, no, we'll leave him there. 1, 2, 3, 4, right next to Barry. So now that ends her turn. 1 more from Respite. Barry is now going to take his first action. And we're going to do a trade between these two because at this point, we got so many things going on right now. It is crazy. He's going to take a green herb and he's going to give her a grenade round. So that's action number 1 is a full trade like that. So he has a green herb. She has grenade rounds. Action number 2 for Barry. Do I want to really just open up that snake right now? Probably not. No, we're just going to say that's the end of Respite, and that is the way it is. Now, for Rebecca, I wanted her here so she can get to the lock as fast as she could, because Sinister Hiss might trigger, but that's all right. We'll just go 1, 2, and because she's here, we'll use, do I have to use an action to, I'm going to say I have to use an action. Got to open the door anyway. So she will use the simple lock. It will come out of her inventory, and this pops open for 3. That is the end of her turn because she started here. She's only allowed 3 movement when starting here. So that does put 1 here. And if there's a 3rd one that goes here, then they got to roll to see if they're poisoned. Now, 1 zombie is continuing to lurch down the hallway. I have moved him twice now. Crimson Rage. Remove the closest corpse and replace it with a Crimson Head. Oh, that's way up there. Okay, that's fun. You know what's nice? That's way up here. Because just based off of, that was Rebecca's card. This is a shorter path to get to than it is going all the way over here to that dead body. So this guy comes out and a Crimson Head pops up right there. Now it is Barry's turn. What he's going to do is he's going to go, and this guy moves 1 more, by the way. 1, 2. 1, 2 for the Crimson Head. 3. Boom. Don't have to worry about that entire area ever again for the rest of this playthrough because we did everything we needed to there. Let's draw that tension card for Barry as an all clear. Now then, we need to get ourselves into this area. So for an action, 1, let us finally go this way and explore exploration card number 4, right behind the simple lock. All right, why is this room so important? Because technically we walked into room 001. It should have been labeled on this card. It was not. That's an error printing from Steamforged game. The double draw area that we're in, that P section, whatever, this is room 001. Very important because once I step on that narrative token there, which is like the shield with the 2 lines in it, it makes reference to it. I'm not going to worry about the A item. I don't really need to use the typewriter. I want to get that narrative token and get out. So we're right here. We have moved ourselves in. I'm doing my best, try to keep as best things on the camera as I can in order to try to get where I got to get to. The next objective is to get out this way as stuff flies around. So yeah, let's draw our 2 encounter cards and see what happens with Rebecca. All right, let's see what dangers approach us right here in room 001. Spawn snakes. We know how to deal with them. They just kind of show up and are a nuisance. And spawn a corpse. All right, that's not so bad. We can deal with those. Few too many corpses, in my opinion, right here. We're going to put the snakes right there, and the corpse, we'll just put the corpse right back here. This can actually come out as well. Man, okay, well, I think with the way that we're going to do this is she moved in for 1. I kind of want to clear out things. There's too many corpses on the field. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 corpses on the field. Don't like that. That's bad. I have 3 actions left. I think the first thing I'm going to do is you know what? Yeah, I'm going to pump a grenade into that thing because I have the bullets. Might as well. Maybe a little bit of overkill on the snakes, but we'll have some fun with it. All right, what is that? That is 1 damage, and it pushes them, but that's okay. Snakes only have 1 health anyway, so kablooey bang, snake guts all over the place. That was action number 2, action number 3, and then I'll use one of her kerosene that I have in order to light this corpse out of here. That also puts me in a good position right here to run in, do the narrative, and get out on her turn. All right, here we go. Flip. Great. Keeper's Diary. This card remains in play. Next time a character makes a search action, they have to draw an encounter card. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more search actions because the narrative card is just a trigger. I step on it, I trigger it, I get out of there. So I'm going to leave it, but we'll see what happens. I'm just going to pop this up here just to kind of have like a little bit of a reminder on it. Maybe I'll turn it this way so I can see a little better. Hey, Keeper's Diary, fun. That's the end of her turn. Barry, 1, 2... snake, move. Nope, I'm not going to open it up. We're going to wait. I'm going to kill that snake. I am going to kill that snake eventually with Barry, but because I don't have any additional moves or anything like that, 2 is fine. That's okay. I was thinking about getting other kerosene with Rebecca, but I think I should be all right. Sinister Echoes. Oh, great. Place this card next to the character, the tension deck with 4 wound tokens. Character makes an attack while this card is in play. After resolving an attack, draw an encounter card. Guess we're not killing the snake. At the end of each character's turn, discard a token. So how many is that? That's 4. All right, is the end of Barry's turn. So 1, 2, there would be 4, but now there are 3. And Rebecca must run. Okay, this actually happens in the game itself. This is a bathroom. You pop it open, you jump on in, you do a thing, and a thing happens. Narrative effect. This is what happens when you're obtaining the Aqua Ring key. The first time a character is placed in the same square as the narrative token, discard the token, then read the following event description. A corpse hangs from the ceiling in the next room by its neck, as tragic and lonely a sight as you might ever have seen. A diary at your feet reveals his last moments. Infected, fearful, overcome. It's a reminder that you're not the only one that has experienced this nightmare. Others came before you. Suddenly, a loud snapping sound breaks the air, followed by a deep thud. The blood drains from your face as you hear a familiar, but entirely unwelcome, snarl. Replace the corpse on the active character's tile with a zombie. If there's 1 or more corpse on the room 001 tile, replace the closest corpse to the active character with a crimson head. then retrieve the number 6 B item card and place it in either the active character's inventory or the item box. So yeah, danger, danger, danger. Narrative token comes out. We have done that already. This guy becomes a zombie, and this guy right here becomes a Crimson Head. Oh boy. All right, so we opened 1, we moved in for 2. Remember, the Crimson Head moves no matter when you move. But more importantly, Rebecca gained the Aqua Ring Key. Unlocks doors locked by the Aqua Ring Key. Boom, that is in her inventory. I could put that into the item box. The only reason I'm not going to do that is because she has the inventory space, and I, right now, just want to run, as that's generally the best strategy to do in the game. 1, rawr. 2, rawr. That Crimson Head's going to be on top of me next turn. And again, I'm just going to be running. Because ideally, if I can get away from it and it gets away, then, and I get away from it, then that'll be better. Move, and, oh man, Barry, oh no. All right, before I figure out what I want to do with Barry, I got to draw with Rebecca. Mission update, draw a mission card. Okay, so it's not really the time for a mission, but we might find another character, so let's see. These can usually be fun and very interesting. Might even get some good supplies out of it, or lower the danger, which would be great. Teamwork. Place this card to one side of the play area while with the assigned character next to it. So I got to pick an assigned character, which would be Rebecca because it's her turn. Choose one of the assigned character special rules. For the rest of the scenario, each other character gains that special rule. The character fails. Okay, whatever. All right, so you know what? Do I have to place this card to one side of a play area with the assigned character next? I'm assigning this to Barry. I'm going to say I can assign this to whoever I want. I'm going to assign this to Barry. And that means that for the rest of the scenario, if Rebecca kills anybody, then I get to shuffle any card I want back into the deck. That is what's going to happen. So that teamwork makes the dream work. Barry is still looking for Jill, but Rebecca, you know, he does good with the ladies. Barry is that type of ladies man. All right, it is Barry's turn once again. And honestly, he's just going to go 1, 2, and he's going to wait right here for Rebecca in the hopes that if she comes around, then he'll be able to fire off at anything that's going to attack her. However, it is the end of the turn. The Crimson Head is going to attack Rebecca. We're going to roll. She's not going to take she's going to take a hit. The Crimson Head bites her, scratches her, whatever, pushes him back, and then this zombie is actually right there as well. Oh, she did take a damage, which is really not fun. We're going to flip. Waterlogged. Place this card next to the active character. It remains in play for the rest of the scenario. Characters can't use kerosene tokens. That I already did. That's fine. Don't care. Don't care. It must be my blood. My blood got splattered all over the place. Do I want to just lob a grenade? Let's lob a grenade. Let's see if we can just kill both of them and then get a card back into the discard pile. Into the draw pile, I mean. Get into the draw pile. 1, 2, 3, fire off. All right, so that's a push and a 1. I've done 1 damage to the Crimson Head, who has 2 damage on him. And I've killed the zombie. So the zombie is dead. We know that for a fact. Crimson Head is pushed backwards 1. That was 1 action. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that. Boom, fired off right in here. This guy is toast. But again, the grenade launcher turns him into a corpse. I thought it was something else, but apparently not. This guy gets a damage and push 1 backwards. I'm not worried about that because then we're going to go action 2, action 3, action 4, and we're going to leave those guys there alone by themselves. Don't care what happens to them going forward. All right, I've taken an all clear, shuffled that back into there. Technically, it is the end of both of these guys' turns, so the Stirring Echoes is gone. I should have actually drawn an encounter card, so I'm going to do that really quickly right now. Spawn a zombie. It's back there. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to leave it on the board because I may need it for something later, depending on what else we draw. It is the end of Rebecca's turn. She draws an all clear. Now we need to run. All right. 1, 2. Stupid 3 action thing. Because I'm going to open this and that's going to trigger the snakes to move forward. You know, fine. 3. Pop that open for 3 just so we can do what we got to do. Enemy reacts. Snakes. Boom. Right there. They may just chase us. I may just not care and just leave them alone. We're getting to the end of this, but we'll see what happens. All clear for Barry as well. Rebecca goes. 1, 2. Rebecca lobs a grenade at this thing. I can tell you, I'm using these grenades like crazy at this point. Boom, fire up. And again, I know we're only down to 1 grenade, but that's okay. We'll fix that a little bit later. Blow this guy out of here for 3, and I'll shuffle another all clear back into the deck. I prefer the ones that are blank, so that's even better. It's the end of Rebecca's turn, so there's an all clear. Barry goes. He only gets 3 movement, so I'm going to do this all really rapid fire. So Barry goes, he moves 3, draws from the tension, reanimate, locate the closest character. All right, so I do have a zombie, which is technically all the way up here. That's fine. We'll take care of that as we go along. Ah, things falling. Get back up here, you. Okay, zombie right there. That's Barry's turn. Rebecca, 1, 2, 3, because again, you can only get 3 actions from there. Zombie moves forward. We draw. All clear. Barry gets to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be fine right there. Zombie lurches forward. We draw. All clear. Rebecca, 1, 2, 3. Fires a shotgun because I'd rather just kill it. I'm just going to roll it over here. I'll reload everything in between episodes, so that'll be fine. There we are. Boom, 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 right there. That kills it, decapitates it, sends it away for good. And then, of course, this all clear is going to be right back in. So, boom, shakalaka, head explosions. Goodbye, end of Rebecca's turn. Okay. Draw. Drag shackles. Oh, no. Spawn Lisa Trevor at the closest biohazard next to him. Remove any wound tokens from her. It doesn't matter. If these triggers, oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, guess what? Lisa, boom, she blows in through the wall and surprises us both. Holy crap, what the heck? Oh, there she is. She just pops in right there, right in between Barry and Rebecca. My goodness. All right, there's Lisa right there. I figured I'd just throw her there just to show that she has her 3 health and everything. I do forget that the web spinners, when I kill them, spawn the spiderlings, but I don't think it's going to really matter too much because I just kind of ran out of there anyway. That was a long time ago in this playthrough, but I figured I'd point it out anyway. Yeah, that was Rebecca spawning drag shackles. Great. Barry, would you mind just burning her? Burn, 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 please. Action 1 for Barry does 1 damage. Action 2 for Barry does no damage. Action 3 for Barry does 2 damage. Fantastic. Three flamethrower shots finally put her down. Massive fire, massive burning from Barry. All 3 actions in order to do all that. She's removed right now. She doesn't come back. It's not like she falls down and she comes back up. That was only for that one particular scenario. She shows up and then that's it. She could still show up with the encounter deck if we have any more encounters, but oh my goodness, Barry, move 1 and end your turn, please. Get out of here, Lisa, my goodness. We defeated somebody, so sure. I'm gonna shuffle that all clear back into here. All right, Barry's up. Flip, all clear. Rebecca, 1, 2, 3, and open the door for 4. Barry will go through on his next turn. And Rebecca, murder of crows. Let's see, active character must pass. If other characters, okay, so the active character must pass a small evasion roll. If they fail, they suffer 1 damage. Each other character must also do that. All right, so they both gotta survive something. All right, so Rebecca just has to do a small evade, which she does with that in order to be able to avoid it. Barry only gets to roll 1 because that's what his evade is, and he takes another damage. Ouch for Barry. I'll probably use her ability at some point, but ouch for Barry for sure. Once per turn, Barry can use it without spending an action. Yeah, okay, yeah, that might not be the worst idea ever. In addition to that, all right, so action number 1, you know what, we're just gonna run in. I want to spawn this stuff first. Because Barry has 4 actions. 1, 2, I may be injured, but I'll protect you. Don't worry, let's see what's behind this door. It's the exit, which is conveniently locked behind a door with a key we just found. Isn't that nice? Come on, please don't be bad pulls. All right, so we know we're going to do this. We got Barry right here. We have 1, 2. We have 2 more actions left. So depending on what happens here, Barry's either firing, he's trading, he's doing something right now in order to protect Rebecca, who will be coming in next. There's a biohazard right in front of him, and that's that. I swear, Lisa, I swear. 2 corpses, fine. Spawn a zombie, search the encounter deck, discard pile for a Cerberus, and put it in. That's fine, good. All right, 1, 2 corpses, and a zombie, which is fine. Barry's gonna take his first action, or third action technically, and ignite that zombie? Yes, okay, good. So he ignites the zombie in front of him. He doesn't kill the corpse. The corpse is unfortunately still there, which is bad because we gotta do stuff with that door, but at least the zombie is gone. Now, Barry's going to turn around and talk to Rebecca real quickly, because they're going to do another little exchange action right here. She'll give him the lighter, and she's going to take the green herb, because she will use the green herb on her turn in order to heal him for 2 spaces, and then just kind of work from there. So that'll work out very well. Let's have him draw and finish up a beast. Well, no, before I do that, no bee swarm, no, I may not need you, because I'm going to go ahead and shuffle in and all clear and see if I draw that. Come on, I just need a few more all clears and then we finish it. There it is. Fantastic. All right, Rebecca's turn. Without spending an action, she's going to use this green herb right now, so that'll get shuffled back into the A deck, healing Barry up. She still has 4 actions left. So we're going to go 1, 2, using an action to open the door with the lock. First, I got to roll this. That's fine. Good. Because if that was an umbrella symbol, that zombie would have stood up. So, using the Aqua ring key, which I believe does not come out of her inventory. I may need it for something. Now, pops that open, and the door is there. We will then use another action to move into the room. So, that was 1, 2, open for 3, in for 4. They both got to be on this tile to end the scenario. Just need a few more all clears. Just a few all clears. All right, there's another one. All right, it's Barry's turn now. Barry can get into the room and prep himself. Unfortunately, I still got to draw attention cards from here, but it's 1. I've ended my turn there, so where did my black dice go? Okay. Oh no! The zombie stands up. Oh, zombie, there he is. Oh, great. All right, so now I got to get out of there. Action number 2. A success. Fantastic. 2. That was 1, 2. Slammed the door for 3, 4. And if this isn't all clear, gunshot in the distance. It doesn't matter. It is basically an all clear at this point in the game, because all Rebecca has to do is move up 1, and ta-da! We have finished Guardhouse A. Yes! Let me tell you, that ability of his to shuffle in those all clears back into that deck is amazing. I can't believe Lisa jumped out. Where was Lisa here? I know Lisa was in this. Was she close? 2 zombies, corpse. She's somewhere in here. I know there she is. All right, so wow. My goodness. We got a mission. We got a narrative. We got 2 narratives. We got a new character. This is going to be crazy. Teamwork makes the dream work. Unfortunately, this is now out of the game because these are only one and done unless they show a shuffling symbol to it. Let's go ahead and do our end phase now, or the end phase, with a successfully completed mission. All right, let's first go ahead and bump that danger level up by 1. So now we are at danger level 9. It's not so bad. We're holding on to it pretty good. A few bosses coming up in order to drop it back down, so we'll be able to kind of maintain some control over the mansion for a little bit longer. Corpses, there are 2 corpses on the board so far, which is good. So it's less than that, so I don't have to add anything in. Zombies, there are 3 zombies. Crimson Heads do not count, so that does not raise it by up another one. It's Crimson Head, completely separate enemy. Do not have to worry about them at all. As far as our characters over here goes, key items get discarded from their inventories and the item box. So this is actually gone. This might be the only place I use it for. I'll hold on to it in the item box for right now, but I'm pretty sure I don't need it for anything else. The handgun ammo will go back up to 15. Everything else raises by 2, so the flame rounds are up at 7. Shotgun is up to 3, and the grenade launcher ammo is up to 3 as well. I'm going to use one of these grenade round relaunchers right here to go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3 actually. So unfortunately I lost a round out of it, but that's okay. The grenade is back. The grenade launcher is back up to 6, which is good. I do have shotgun shells in the the item box, as we found out earlier in this episode. So that's really good. Everybody heals. Each player heals 1 level. So Rebecca does go back up to full. Barry is at full. Rebecca is short on, kerosene, but that's okay. It's not going to really matter too much. The only other thing is this gets removed from the tension deck permanently. So Sinister Hiss is gone because we've completed it. And I think that is the end of that. So with everybody as is, let's go on over to our mansion board and wrap this up. Oh man, we're filling out this map pretty well. My God, I can't believe we've come this far within the game already. That's wild. I'm just kind of straining things up a little bit more. So, Guardhouse A has been finished, and now that unlocks Aqua Ring A. And actually, this is going to go here and then work its way back up, I believe. Aqua Ring B, and then the 2 other, guardhouses will go here for other types of crazy encounters for this game, which will then also open up a bunch of stuff here. Once we're out of the Bleak Outpost, 1, 2, 3, 4 missions become unlocked for us, because I believe we do get the helmet key right at that moment, as I don't have it in my inventory, right now. As far as the next, mission goes, we are going to head down to the Aqua Ring. I am going to bring Richard with me because we like new characters with us. That is fun. I may bring Chris because Chris and Richard just have that, if you know, you know. You know about what happens in the Aqua Ring. And then, like, if you're playing as Chris and then the scene there and everything, you'll probably see it. I'll probably use that information anyway. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be going down there with Richard, see how he is, and continuing to search for more members of our Stars unit. I would love to unlock Jill because she's like a main player in all this as well, but all the other Stars members that you would find in the base game and the director's cut and everything are fun to show off as well because they do so many really cool things, so many awesome abilities to them. Like, I love Kenneth, and Joseph is awesome, and I just can't wait to see what the rest of them do. That means in order not to miss the next waterlogged episode of Resident Evil, the board game, be sure you are subscribed to the Home Gamer Dad. If you wish to support the channel even further, there are ways to do that down in the description section below. Basically, memberships and to YouTube and Patreon, get these videos early, a few other perks here and there about, exclusive videos and extra votes and things for contests, things along that ways. But otherwise that, no matter what, your view, your like, your share, commenting on this video, all of that and more goes a long, long way to helping the channel grow. I thank each and every one of you out there so much for coming along with me on this massive journey so far. We still got a ways to go. I believe we're a little bit past the halfway point of the game as is. And probably the next time I do a recording of this, which is going to be in a month or so, less if you're in the future, obviously, I'll do 2. Because not only will I have to do a full mission on this, but then we have a boss fight coming right after it. And I'd like to kind of do those side by side. It makes it a little bit more interesting to see. So, once again, thank you all so much. Take care of yourselves and each other. I only do that because I have like a little cut right here. I try to cut off my finger. I don't know what happened with me the other day when I was just cutting up my stuff. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, take care of yourselves, as I really need to do better for myself and each other. We are family forever, gaming together. Until next time, everyone, you have a good one, and I will catch you later.